Hey YouTube, Katharine Kelly here. I'm going to do things a little different today, and we're going to do a product review. I watched a video online from an artist, a watercolorist, about the different qualities of watercolor paper, and I was curious. He of course loved the 100% cotton paper the most. What I was curious about was, did he love it more? Was there some unconscious bias in the review? Does his skill level make a huge difference in the performance of the paper, or is it really just that wood pulp and cotton just behave differently with watercolor, which makes sense too. So I wanted to kind of do my own thing as an unskilled non-artist. I am a paper crafter. I wish to heaven that I could sit down and draw a portrait, but that is not a skill level that I have. So today I'm going to be demoing Canson wood pulp paper that I already had on hand, and then I went to the store and got a pack of Arches 100% cotton watercolor paper, and I used my Hobby Lobby coupon on it, so it was like $12-13. It wasn't outrageously expensive. So I have a feeling if I figure out through this process that I like it better, I'm going to be a little disappointed in myself because I have a huge Canson extra large block of paper. So hang in there with me and we shall see. The first thing I'm doing here is trying my best to do a really rough pencil sketch of a photo of a hummingbird that I found online. Then I'm going to move into just doing some gradient tests, some fill tests, things like that, kind of on the edges of the paper. Please don't judge my drawing skill or my painting skill with this hummingbird. Like I said, I'm not an artist. I will say the pencil removed almost entirely from the Canson paper. The Canson paper has almost no texture to it, and it didn't remove well at all from the arches, which is a good thing. You want to be able to see the lines, but unfortunately, I made some mistakes, and those are stuck on the paper forever. So let's get into the painting. I'm going to go ahead and turn on some music just for the hummingbird portion, and then when I come back and do some of the fill and gradient portions, I'm going to add my micro lens or my macro lens to my camera, give you some close-ups and some stills, and talk about what I find. So hang in there. Okay, so here I'm going to do a quick gradient test. I'm going in with a ton of pigment on my brush and then going back with plain water and back with plain more water and dragging it towards the bottom of the paper, kind of doing an ombre. So again, lots of pigment in the brush, back to the water again. And you can see already that there's a pretty big difference and they're not even dry yet. So let me pop in a shot here of them dry for you. So here they are side by side. Canson is on the left, Arches is on the right. Here's a close-up of the Canson, and as you can see, the water pooled at the bottom, and as it dried, it left me that ugly little shape that's on the right-hand bottom corner. And here's the close-up of the Arches paper, much smoother blend and no pooling, so no weird drying. Okay, let's try another experiment. Let's paint in a circle and do some color dropping. So all I'm doing is painting a circle in clear water and then going back in with my brush loaded up and dropping in pigment. And what I'm figuring out, especially when I was painting the hummingbirds, is that with the 100% cotton paper, the water and the paint soak into the paper immediately. You keep that orange peel texture, but you can see the shimmer that it's wet. Look at the left right now. The Canson paper, the water sits on the top. And that is why you get the awkward pooling thing. So let me show you a close-up of that circle experiment right here. Okay, so here they are, Canson on the left again, Arches on the right. Here's a close-up of Canson and a close-up of Arches. And as you can see, the color blend is completely different. Okay, one final experiment. Let's draw a larger block of water and drop in multiple colors and just kind of take a look at the difference. Right there, that's the Canson paper, and you can see how much spread there is. And now we're moving on to the Arches paper, and the color appears to soak in a little bit more immediately than it does on the Canson. Let me show you some close-ups. Here they are side by side, Canson on the left, Arches on the right. And here's a close-up of Canson and a close-up of Arches. Okay guys, that about does it for me today. I think you could probably tell I have developed a preference for Arches. I'm still going to use Canson. I will use it for ink smooshing techniques, things like that. When I'm doing projects like that, I actually like the pooling and the sort of randomness of the way that the pigments dry on that paper. But when I'm going to paint characters or do something that really needs to be pretty specific and careful, I'm going to be definitely using Arches. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you haven't clicked subscribe yet, please do so, and then click that notification bell so I can send a post notification to your phone when I upload new content. It was great to see you. Thanks for stopping by. See ya.